welcome back to Ira the Star Wars Story, and today I'm talking about my top 10 favorite Star Wars shows, so let's go and jump right into it. At number 10, we have Forces of Destiny. I really enjoy Forces of Destiny. I like the little snippets of it, like the little snippets of the different things that happened. I like how it gave more context into everything, and I just thought it was like a really cute like little show. The episodes were like 2 or 3 minutes long, and I really enjoyed that, and I thought it was like really cool. I do have a couple videos talking about Forces of Destiny on my channel. Definitely go check those out. But I think Forces of Destiny is a fun show. There is one thing I don't like about it, is I didn't like how they didn't use all the voice actors of the original characters, which I do understand they may not have been able to get to them. They may not have been able to get them. But that was my only complaint. Other than that, I really enjoyed the show, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really cool, like, little short series that we had, and that was really cool. Moving on to my number 9, we have The Mandalorian. I really like The Mandalorian. I love seeing that whenever he first finds out that, you know, the job that he's taking is 50-year-old, he's like, oh yeah, sure, that'll be easy. And then it turns out to be a child, and I love how, like, he couldn't let that go. It weighed heavily on his conscience, and he couldn't let it go. And we see that from, like, after he drops off the kid, we see that he goes back for him, like, not too long later, because he doesn't want the child to get hurt. We see that. I thought that was, like, super sweet, and then I love seeing how we move on. We see them trying to navigate their life, and we see that Din Djarin's trying to navigate his life, trying to figure out how to keep Grogu safe, all of this, which I thought was, like, super cool, and I really enjoyed that. Moving on to number 8, we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I thought it was really good. I really liked everything that happened to it. Do I think we'd be getting a second season? A second season, sorry. No, I do not think we're going to be getting a second season. The way that the show ended was a really good ending. I love seeing that we got to see what Kenobi's life was like, a little bit on Tatooine. I liked seeing him get to meet Luke for the first time. I loved all of that. And I also loved seeing, what was it? I'm sorry. I also loved seeing, Qui-Gon again at the end of the series, which was really cool. But the way that it ended, I thought was, like, really good. They got Leia back. She was safe. She was brought back home to Alderaan with her family. And that was a really good ending. And I don't feel like a second season is going to be happening. I know there are people that really want a second season. But just like the way they ended the show, I don't think it's going to be happening, nor do I think it needs to happen. Moving on to my number 7 spot, we have Rebuild the Galaxy. I enjoyed this show. Is it a show that I would watch on repeat all the time? No, but I did think it was a cool little show. I thought it was, like, really cute. It was only 4 episodes, and I liked how, like, I liked the dynamic of it, because it was just like a what if series, which I really enjoyed. Was it slow? Yes, it was like a slow moving series, but I didn't mind that. I thought it was, like, really cool. Do I prefer faster paced shows? Yes, but the slow moving wasn't too bad. I really liked the fact that we saw the Jedi were, like, all Sith or syndicates, and they were living on a sandcrawler, and that they were too scared to fight. I thought that was, like, really funny. And I love the show. It was a cute little show, and I don't think there's gonna be a second season. If there is, I will definitely check it out. I'll definitely watch it. But I did think it was a cute little show to hold us over for some of the bigger shows that we had coming this year. Moving on to number 6, we have The Acolyte. I really enjoyed The Acolyte. I know this is kind of a mixed opinion show. I totally understand why. But I really enjoyed The Acolyte. I thought it was really good. I liked the fact that it was set in the High Republic time period. I liked the fact that we got some really cool new characters. Was I expecting everyone to go out? No. I was honestly expecting at least to have 2 or 3 characters survive, but no. I liked the mystery of the show. I liked the fact that it was set in the High Republic time period, which I know I just said. And I really thought the show was, like, really good. The one thing I didn't like was the fact that they said the twins were conceived by the Force. I was like, not something I like. If we could just take that part out, everything else would be fantastic. But that's just my personal opinion. Moving on to my number 5, we have the Ahsoka series. I really enjoyed this. I was super surprised to hear that if we do get a second season, it'll probably be the last. I'm definitely hoping for a second season. I definitely think it'd be really cool. And besides, they left us there. Like, they left us with Sabine and Ahsoka left on that planet. Like, you can't just leave us there. So I definitely feel like we're getting a second season. Do I know when? No. No one does, honestly. But I'm definitely excited for whenever we get a second season. I think it's gonna be really cool, and I just really like the Ahsoka series. It was really different. I liked how it continued off and how we found out that Sabine had been trained in the Force, but she didn't really catch on, and her and Ahsoka didn't really get along. So after that, they stopped, and then I like seeing that Ahsoka came back, and so did Sabine. And Sabine made the choice to try again, and we see that in the series that she is able to use the Force by the end of it, which I thought was really cool. I like seeing the fact that we got to see Ezra again, and we got to see what happened, and where the Porgils took him. I just thought that was like really cool, and I am definitely looking forward to a second season. Moving on to my number 4, we have Tales of the Jedi. I feel like this is a really good show. I definitely love this show. It's so good, and I love like the little snippets of the shows. I loved getting to see what Dooku's character was like before he left the Order and joined the dark side. I loved getting to see how Ahsoka survived Order 66. Like, this show held so many, like, fantastic things. And I absolutely loved it. And I just thought it was, like, super cool, like, getting to see that and getting to see that it, like, just, I loved it. I would definitely want a second season of Tales of the Jedi. Tales of the Empire, that's a different story. I do not like Tales of the Empire. Did I think it was cool seeing Barriss? Yes, but I did not like what they did with her. They had so many years to figure something out with her, and they're just like, yeah, sure, we'll do this. And I was like, no. But once again, that's my personal opinion. But I just did not like Tales of the Empire. I do not want a second season of that. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Moving on to my number 3 spot, we have The Bad Batch. I have so many videos talking about this. You guys know that I love The Bad Batch. I was super sad when season 3 ended. I did like the ending that we got, though. I thought it was really cool. Was I expecting everyone to make it off Tantus? No. But I wasn't mad about it. I was super happy that most of the batch made it off Tantus. I thought that was, like, really cool. Like, most of the batch, and the reason why I say most is because in season 2 we did lose Tech, and so after we lost Tech, I started referring to the batch as most of it, because Tech's not there. So that's why I refer to them as that. But I did like seeing that. I like seeing Crosshair's redemption, and like his comeback, and I love seeing like the way that like Omega helped him with that, if that makes sense. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was like really cool. Moving on to my number 2 spot, we have the Clone Wars. I love the Clone Wars. It's so good. I love seeing the story of Ahsoka. I love seeing her friendships with Rex, Anakin, Padme. I love it. I like seeing the friendship that she had with Barriss, and then we saw that Barriss turned on her, and we saw that the way that she reacted, and that was, like, pretty sad. I'm like, wow. And then we also get to see, like, the way that, like, she felt with Padme in Tales of the Jedi, which I also really liked. We got to see how much that friendship meant to her, which I really enjoyed, and I just thought that was, like, really cool, getting to see that, and how, like, she, like, even though she risked it all to go say goodbye to her friend, which I thought was, like, really cool. And I really like seeing that, and I really like seeing her training, and whenever she walked away, I was like, what? No. I was like, even though I knew it was coming, I still was not ready for it. I was like, what? What do you mean? But I definitely thought the Clone Wars is so good. And then season 7, watching her come back was like super cool. And that was awesome. And I wish that we had more seasons of the Clone Wars. Sorry, excuse me. I wish that we had more seasons of the Clone Wars. They could do so much. I definitely wasn't happy whenever Fives died. That was probably my favorite arc, but it was also like the saddest arc, because I'm like, oh my word, no. But that's just me again. Moving on to my number 1 spot. I'm sure you guys have probably already guessed it. It is Star Wars Rebels. I love Star Wars Rebels so much. It's just so good. I love watching the Ghost Crew navigate their lives during the reign of the Empire. I loved watching Kanan sacrifice his life to make sure that Sabine and Hera and Ezra made it out safely. I love seeing the fact that Ezra went out the same way, making sure that Lothal was safe. Like, I love this show. It's so good. It's such a heartwarming story, and it's so good. But yeah, those are my top 10 Star Wars shows. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Please like, share, and subscribe, and as always, God bless. Bye, guys.